Welcome back to the channel. My name is a-bomb. We are back with Football Manager 2020 and the promotion projects with Ingulets Petrove, and it's a top 2 clash today as we take on Journeyman and yeah, first and seconds. We're only a point ahead now. Unfortunately, we're no longer unbeaten. We lost a game off camera, first defeat, and it only took about 5 or 6 first team injuries for that to happen, so I'm a little bit gutted, but we're still top of the table. We have a 1-point lead over our opponents today. Let's see if we can get another win here. Like, we've lost 1 game as manager of this team. We're going to try not to lose anymore, because I feel like we should be breezing this league, and you know, we're top, we're a point clear, but there's not a lot of competition other than us. As always, if you're enjoying the videos, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, and do consider subscribing and turning on notifications, and let's jump into the video. So last episode, we won 4-0 away against MacLeod. Similar number of shots, but you know, we dominated possession, lots of key passes, few chances, 4 goals inside 35 minutes, nothing after that, unfortunately, but a 4-0 win's nice. Just wish we'd just scored more goals after that. Another 5 games played off camera and started off with another 4-0 win. And it was pretty much the exact same thing happened. We were 4-0 up. 42 minutes the 4th goal was scored. And then after that, there was nothing. And that was even with us facing 10 men. We still couldn't score any goals. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why these guys give up once they're like 4-0 up. And they think, okay, we're going to stop playing football now. We're just going to defend. We're staying on attacking. And it's just not working. But yes, it was 4-0 with an early injury, and it was Roman Vantuk coming off injured, and his replacement, Tikachenko, tell me what's wrong, did set up a goal not long after that, and it was Veromiyenko, the defender, getting on the end of the set piece to give us a 1-0 lead after 12 minutes. We then won a penalty, which Holovko converted. That was on 16 minutes. And then he got on the end of a set piece himself, a second goal for Holovko. That was on the half-hour mark. And then Ostap Prytula scored number 4 on 42 minutes. A nice long-range effort. And that was after a red card for Dinaz, and Kudryavtsev got 2 yellows in about 10 minutes. So they went down to 10 men, and we still couldn't score. We drew away from home against Avangard at Kramatorsk. We should have won this one. We were favourites and we didn't win. We led very early on. Yaramchuk with a goal on, I think it was about 45 seconds, that sort of time. So we did lead very early on. Kramatorsk equalised in the second half. Valery at Gaivan with a goal on 63 minutes. Not a great deal of other than that, really. We had 1 or 2 chances other than our goal, as did they. So pretty dull match, and we dropped points, unfortunately. And then came our first defeat in charge of Ingulets, the first competitive game we've lost so far, and we're almost a calendar year into our journey. We're in, I think, October at this point. We took charge in December, didn't have our first match, of course, until about March because of the winter break. But this was the first game we lost, and it was 3-1 at home as well, which is very annoying, against Prikapatia. They led on 12 minutes, Andrei Koma with the goal, and they were in front, and then it was 2-0 in the first half still. Ivan Grebenyuk converting a penalty, which we gave away. We pulled a goal back on the hour, and it was Andrei Pivovarov, a new player that I'll show you shortly. And he got the goal on the hour to maybe give us a glimmer of hope, but didn't get the equaliser. Actually, we conceded again. It was Grebenyuk again, 82 minutes, a 3rd goal for Prikapatia. And we lose our first game, and it was our home defeat as well. And like a couple more chances, Prytula with some key passes. Disappointing, this one, very, very disappointing. We had Malyshev out injured, we had Vantuk out injured. Just, yeah, didn't really work. We did get back to winning ways. There were 3-1 home win against Dinaz once again, this time in the first round of the Ukrainian Cup. And we suffered more injuries. Vantuk came back and then got immediately injured again. That was on 11 minutes. And then his substitute, Tikachenko, tell me what's wrong. I'll tell you what's wrong. He got injured himself. So he had to be sub before half time. We made 2 changes. So after that, Prytula had to go to left midfield because we didn't have anyone else. But we won 3-1. Yaramchuk with the early goal inside 20 minutes to give us a 1-0 lead. And then Meshki made it 2-0 on 71 minutes. Immediately after that, Dinaz did pull a goal back, and it was Kudryavtsev with the goal. And then Prytula on 18 minutes scored the 3rd goal. Yeah, 2 injuries here with Vantuk and Tikachenko, and I don't know if they're back or not. I think they might still be out, which is not good news. But we are through in the Ukrainian Cup, and in the next round, we have got MacLeod, who got promoted to the Ukrainian Premier League last season as runners-up, I think. The final game we played off camera was a 2-0 away win against Bukovnia. Pretty straightforward, this one. We were pretty dominant. Again, lots of key passes, plenty of possession, and yeah, 2-0. Good stuff. Meshki with a goal in about 90 seconds to give us a 1-0 lead. And then in the second half, Sergei Romanov scored his first goal for Ingulets, and that was on 76 minutes. So we have lost our first game, unfortunately. So looking at the table, we do still lead by a point, but Giernik, not far behind us, and we face them today. If we lose another game, we lose our place at the top of the table, which we don't want. Prikapatia, the team that defeated us, are third place. They are 9 points behind us, as are Rail Farmer and Kolos. So 3 teams there on 28 points and Shakajina on 27 as well. So behind us in the Giernik, there's a little bit of a chasing pack, but they're a little bit of a way behind. I did say I was going to show you the new signings. We just got loans in, free loans. So that's what we've done. The last person that you saw was Daniv. So we signed 3 central midfielders. Sherevko is the first one. He's a central midfielder on loan from Zoria. So he's a free loan. Good first touch, good passer of the ball. Some decent mentals in there as well. And physically, it's fairly quick. Pivovarov is on loan from Desna. He's 19. Doesn't really have like a preferred role, it seems, but good as a sort of advanced playmaker sort of guy. Very fit. Again, first touch isn't too bad. Other than that, technically, I'm not too sold. But determined, decent leadership, good work rate. We'll see how much game time he plays, but these guys, we're not paying anything for them, so that's fine. And then lastly, Nadolski on loan from Kolos, another central attacking midfielder, because we didn't really have anyone behind Kurenkov, who hasn't been too good. This guy looks pretty good, so he's played a handful of games, and yeah, hopefully he will play some games and get some good performances under his belt as well. So into the game then, against the Giernik. This is going to be the toughest game so far, I think. We'll see if we can get something. We are favourites, but only just. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. They've beaten the team once so far in the save. We've had 3 wins and they've had 2 draws. So Vantuk and Tikachenko, tell me what's wrong, are still both out. Fabiano, the right back, is also out for a couple of weeks. And Dennis Fokin is also out for a couple of weeks. So we've got 4 fairly long-term injuries, which is not good news. This is what we played last time. It's an absolute mess, but we have no natural left wingers, which means that Razvan Tris playing as a wing back. The only other possibility is to move Prytula to the left, which he actually doesn't mind. And then we take off Nadolski and we move do we put Romanov? We put Romanov to the right, or we go Bogdan Dakota. We're going to go Romanov. So we're basically going with a 4-2-3-1 for this one. I think it suits the play as well. Kurenkov does well in that central attacking midfield spot. I say that. 6.80. I'm not too sold on him so far. We need to sort out the bench because, you know me, I don't have goalkeepers on my bench. We're going to start Meshki, actually. He's been in good form. So I keep going with the suggested squad, but Meshki's in form. So I'm not going to drop him anytime soon. I'm going to go Antipov at left back, actually. I prefer him over Triff. Triff was only playing because he was a wing back, because we didn't have anyone further up. So this, I think, is what we're going to play. We've got Joseph in at centre back as well, the Brazilian, with Veremienko on the bench. Yep, I'm happy with that team. Let's send it out. In fact, we're not going to start on positive. This is a difficult game, so we're going to start on balanced. But other than that, we're going to keep the instructions the same. Fairly simple. Let's see how this goes. Up against a 4-1-4-1. I've got no idea how this is going to go. Like, we've lost a game now, so I don't feel tremendous pressure to keep this without defeat. I wouldn't like to lose any more games this season, but we've lost one now. So, we've lost the unbeaten streak. I think it was at 26 games, something like that, which is good. Now, there's not too much pressure on us to avoid defeat, but of course I want to keep winning. I want to get this promotion. Here is Deda, the striker for Giernik, and here's Karabin. And a cross is in there, and he's got to it, and that is a 1-0 lead for Giernik. Krivy, I don't know, but they lead 1-0, 10 minutes in. It was a long ball by the goal kicker, I think, for Deda, out to a Karabin, the right-sided player, the right midfielder, and then a cross, and then Deda with the volley. It's a good volley, but the defenders should have stayed with him, I think. Do you know what? We're having the possession again, so we are going to go to positive, because we're having a lot of the ball. We've had 5 shots, we just haven't seen him yet. Free kick here for Hlovko, 35 minutes in, and it's a good save, actually. It's a free kick, though. We had an offside, I think it said. But that's the only highlight that's gone our way so far, and it was an offside. So not a great first half burst, but there's a couple of minutes left to go. And we have a throw-in a good position here. It's Antipov to Prytula, and a cross, and it's Romanov, and I think that's hit the post. It has. We've dominated the game. We've got almost 70% possession. We've had 11 shots. I don't know what's gone wrong. We've conceded a goal, 3 long shots, so that needs to be better maybe. I'm going to tell them to prove a point. Okay, we are going to attempt to work the ball into the box, just to try and get a few more touches in like their area, because we're not having good possession in their area with the pitch. We're going to go a bit more standard, not play so short either. But we've got plenty of time to bring this back and try and avoid defeat again. It's telling us to go back to short, which I've just done. I'm just listening to everything my ass man says apparently. Romanov with a free kick. And, oh, it's almost in again, but Antipov's header just over. I'm going to go attacking. Like, we've got lots of possession, but it's just unfortunate we haven't scored yet. Show some passion as well. Antipov's been very poor at left back, so maybe Triff would have been best to go with. Kurinkov is on a 6.5. I really don't like how badly he's doing. Karpenko is going to go up alongside Yaremchuk, so we're going to go with essentially a 4-2-4. Romanov is getting a bit tired, but we don't have anyone else for the right. Oh, we've got Dakota actually, so we're going to bring on Bogdan Dakota. Midway through this second half, I need a goal. We need a goal. Karpenko with a free kick here. This could be that goal, and it's not. These highlights have not been good for us. We keep missing the target. Very attacking. Meshki's going to come off, and Nadolski is going to come on. So we've got another attacking midfielder. And I'm just going to make the fullbacks just push them forward a little bit more. Just not defend, just put them on support. And we're going to go direct. You know, we're running out of time here. So let's just go try and be a bit more urgent here. We had a high defensive line. That was probably a bad idea. But at this point, we need a goal. And we're running out of time to get it. I don't know how we've had 18 shots and not scored a goal. And it's going to be a second defeat, unfortunately. One more change we can make. Pivovarov is going to replace Malyshev. It's going to put everyone on attack. Like, I think we have got everybody on attack. Right, I've just gone a long ball. We just need to try and go for it now. I've got everything, all guns blazing. We've got a corner. Oh, we've just given it away. That wasn't good, but we've got stoppage time to try and save a point here. It's only 1-0. We can do this. Come on. Injury time equaliser. Let's see if we can get one. Hopefully we don't end up conceding. I mean, it's not a good clearance. It's gone straight to them. And here's Shekelenko. That's too easy for him. And now Dade is through. And it's straight at Kostomski. Yeah, didn't distribute that very well, but went straight to them. We've got an injury with Antipov now, but that's full time. Is it? Yep, now it is. It's another defeat. It's our second loss, and that's our first one on camera. And we have nothing to show for it. Didn't really create any massive chances. 3 half chances, 5 long shots. Like I would like to see less than that, ideally. We didn't play badly. It was just a very average performance, and you know, even they Litovchenko, centre-back, man of the match, 7.2. It's disappointing. That's our second defeat, and they've both been at home as well. We haven't lost away from home yet. Both our losses have come in our own stadium. That also means that they're going to leapfrog us, so we're going to be off the top of the table. That's not what we wanted either. Hopefully this isn't the start of a downward spiral, because we've been doing really well with these guys and haven't lost in ages, and now we've lost 2 games in the space of about 5. Alright, Karpenko's on a bit of a goal drought. God, his potential's gone. Did he have potential? I don't even know. He's 20. I didn't realise he's 26 years old. Kurinkov I'm also going to have a bit of a chat with, because I haven't been impressed with him. So I'm going to tell him his form has been declining. He accepts that. That's fine. See if he works on it now. Okay, I think I did say last time we were going to go to our last game before the winter break. I think we've got 2 or 3 games off camera. And then I think we've got our last game before the winter break. So yeah, we're past the halfway mark of the season. And we're doing well. I mean, we're now only 6 points clear of Farmer and Kolos, who are on 31 points. And we have lost our lead to Giernik after that 1-0 defeat. But we do have 4 league games and 1 cup game before our winter break. So next episode, we are going to take on Policia Zhytomyr. That sounds right. That sounds accurate. Tell me if I'm wrong, please. We're going to play that game, the last game before our winter break, and then we'll come back. Probably not for agribusiness, because we faced them already on camera this season. I think we'll do Energia. They're bottom of the table. They haven't won the game yet. That should hopefully be an easy 3 points. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do consider subscribing and turning on notifications, and I will see you next time for Policia. They're 13th, so that will hopefully be 3 points in that one. They've only won 3 games out of 17, 13 points. we'll see if we can get some better results. Because yeah, two defeats now. I want to keep it at 2. I'm not going to lose any more games this season, hopefully. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.